Hey there friends, today I'm going to be doing a quick little setup on how to get yourself started and together in Project Castaway. As you can see, this is version 1.49. The game is still under construction obviously, but it is able to play now and purchase. So I'm going to just do a quick getting started on it. And I'll probably turn it into a series in the long run. So I'm going to skip the airplane sequence at the beginning. It just goes through the airplane crash and it starts to cover some of the lore. I'm not really focused on the lore as of right now. Like I said, I'm just going to focus on getting the things you need to survive, your basic essentials going together, water, food, and shelter, and a fire. So, I mean, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can always build like smaller tents or huts, or you can actually go straight into construction of a larger building. I probably just go straight into construction of a larger building. So here we are. Um, Generally, in the beginning cutscene, you would have a plane crash and you'd have to swim to shore. But in this case, that is, it skips all that part, so I'm just starting on the shoreline. So, of course, in all these games like this, sticks are a major important thing. And I'm just grabbing some of the debris here and getting it out of the water. I don't think it's going to actually end up going nowhere. It'll continuously just float there forever. So I'm just grabbing some of the basic essentials I'm going to need here right out the gate for my construction. And the basics I'm going to need to survive. Having a boat is kind of at the bottom of my list. That usually comes after I have shelter and a bed and all that fun stuff to replenish my character throughout the course of the playthrough. So there should be a Komodo dragon running around up here somewhere. This is kind of where he likes to play, so yeah, he's right there ahead of me. See if I can kind of avoid him. Okay, I'm full on sticks. As you can see, there's other islands. There's one way out there. There's another one there. There should be islands all around us. I have not yet built a weapon, so I can't really do much about this hornet. But let me get a rock, and then I will be able to do something. So as usual with this and rocks, you just smash them up, and then you have your build screen. First things I'm going to need, obviously, are going to be a stone hammer and a stone axe. All right, so let's go back and take care of the hornet where he went. I don't know where he went, but anyway, so I'm going to just basically build my shelter right here on the beachfront. On a previous attempt at this, when my audio was not working right, I built one over there in the middle. I mean, either way, any place is good, or even if you don't want to build a big old home, you can still do, there's a lot of things you can still do. So we're just going to go and get myself a little platform here just to get started. I don't want to go too big right out the gate. I want to add on to it basically as I go. But this game's pretty much like Green Hell and Stranded Deep mixed. Okay, so that'll be my front door. Before I even do anything more, that's basically all I am going to get set up with that there. And then I also want to build a disassembly table as soon as I get a platform of some sort started. I prefer to put it up on the platform since I'm building a platform. which technically I could probably place it right now if I really wanted to. I'm just going to gather up some more wood and try to get as much of that platform built as I can. Because I do want to get that disassembly table. In this game, for a lot of the beginning weapons, the disassembly table will break it down and give you back all the supplies for it. But now when you start to get into the further down, more advanced weapons, it will not give you back all your supplies. Like, for example, if you make the fishing rod and then you try to disassemble it and rebuild it, because the rate at which the fishing durability at which the fishing rod has during your playthrough is not so great, and it will tend to after you catch about, I don't know, 10 15 fish or so, about 15 I believe, it's going to need to be rebuilt or it's going to break, and what you get out of it is not really what you put into it. I would have figured it would have been a lot more durable than it was, or if you broke it down, you would at least get back what you put into it. There's my hornet buddy. Okay, so back to getting started here. I want my disassembly table. It's going to be right here by my doorway. So I want to get that stuff done. The remainder of the logs for the home and then the table. And basically this episode is just going to be a lot of me cutting wood and getting supplies together to get myself started. Getting some farms going. And I kind of want to cut as much as I can right now while my stamina still is green at the bottom, because it regenerates pretty fast, as you can see, which is a big help when you're doing a lot of cutting. Because it is only a matter of time here, and my character is going to start getting worn out and tired, and then we're going to have other issues to worry about. But I should be able to build a easy bed. So I started off with what, a 2x3, the set of stairs, and then I'll have enough here to remake this axe as soon as I hit this last tree down, and I'll be able to pop me up a disassembly table there. Alright, so now I have a disassembly table. Okay, so first things first, let's get my axe rebuilt. I didn't want to have anything in the making of building, because this game, like I said, is still in construction, still a couple things going on. When I go to hit the button to exit out the disassembly table, it will cancel any construction that I have going on. So that's why I've only built the house in sections, and I was just kind of going slow with it, just in order to stop it from disassembling on me. So, first things first, I'm going to make my frame and stuff out of palm fronds, just because I have excessive a number of them from cutting down trees so far. So there should be a bunch of them floating around out there. Just want to make myself a handful of windows here. And basically just something enough so that I can get to covering it up. Because having some form of shelter is going to be relatively important, especially when it comes to sleeping and your temperature in a fire. Okay, so I got a handful of stuff ready to go. I don't think I need logs. No, I don't. I mean, not right at this second. I will. Okay, so I'm going to go on a little scout here for stuff like these palm fronds, coconuts. Considering I need 25 palm fronds, so and I'm gonna need a bunch of large sticks. So I'm just going to hurry up and try to collect as much as I can. Then go up here, and there's usually some small trees floating around here. And not on this load up. Okay, here's some. These trees give you large sticks. You can also pick up the branches on the ground. You can break those down and get large sticks from them. Those are also, they respawn the broken down branches on the ground. So actually that is, nope, not the one. They look similar to how them logs look, but they're just part of the... Actually, here's one right here. And it usually will give you one large stick too small, or vice versa. So this one gave me two large and one small. I do want to, while I'm here, get rid of these so I can pick up more on my gathering. Okay, so back to the hunt for some large sticks. Now I do got to keep in mind that Komodo dragon is running around somewhere as well. So if I don't take care of him in the near future, he's probably going to sneak up on me. And there might be some floor critters sneak up on me too here. So I'm just kind of keeping a close ear out for them. There is an artifact right there on that side of that big tree, on the right side of it right there. And there's another one on the shore front right below it inside the rock. If you're having problems finding some of the artifacts, that is where two of them I can tell you are at right now. And I can actually tell you where there's a third one at. Up on that tower, there's a cliff piece that sticks out with a piece of tree on it. Kind of has the Assassin's Creed kind of vibe to it. There is a necklace on that as well. You can break these logs down. I'm just trying to avoid it at this moment. Until I absolutely have to. I don't have a way to farm large sticks yet. There is a special tree that is for farming large sticks. And when I see one, I will let you know. But I'm just trying to make good use here of all the odds and ends and pieces that I've dropped already. Some large sticks right in front of me there. You can't carry 6 of these at a time. Maybe I got 2 small ones on that one there. Like I said, I'm just trying to get as much as that put together because I'd really like to have a roof. So if I build a fire, I ain't got to worry about the fire going out. And then there is the next handful of things I will need to get together right away to ensure longevity in the game. I say you could easily do this too, like I said, just by building one of the bigger shelters or something of that nature. You don't have to go and build a platform base right out the gate. You can build just a small tent or a large shelter. Like I said, you do need some sort of roof over your head. I will, you know, give you that. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess you could just build a bed, but like I said, I'm mainly just storing up that wood right now. It will come in handy at some point. And I'm just looking around for palm fronds. I know I dropped some more stuff around here. Okay, so I still need one and then a bunch of large sticks still. And a lot of this stuff I'm just as I'm going through, I'm seeing it. I'm just pulling it out of the woods. Trying to make the most that I can with before my guy gets too tired here. I am going to need to drink something soon, but I do have a handful of coconuts around. I will just probably take one of those. Getting a water catcher started too before the first rain is pretty ideal. Because I know later on in the game it just acts like it rains every single day, but here in the beginning it will not rain every single day, and it'll kind of test your ability to survive. So I mean, there is enough coconuts around that it's really not that big of a deal. I like to have it going though, because it does actually help. If you can have one and you can catch that first rain, it's to me it's usually the first time that my character gets to really drink and get fully filled up without going through a whole bunch of coconuts. Eating coconuts back to back doesn't make you sick in this like it does in games like Stranded Deep. I had to switch my weapon on and off there because, as you see, that's one of those little bugs or glitches. Actually, this is a stick tree right here. Just a chinchinoa tree. You can start farming them to make sticks. So I usually like to do a farm with a couple of them going at least, and then a couple of banana trees going. Usually, if you have about, I think it's 3 or 4 banana trees, you can have it so you can have a banana tree every day. So and you'll have bananas every single day. So you never need to really worry about your vegetable bar down in the bottom corner there, because the bananas will keep you up on that. All right, so now I got a little bit of a shelter going, so which is great. So then my next thing is going to be getting some of my next tasks going here that I need to survive, such as I'm going to need a spinning wheel. So I'm going to actually put that right here at the doorway. It's going to be one thing I need. Another thing I need is going to be, actually, before I get too far ahead of myself here, let's do this. Now the back out, it only cancels what's in the house. Like how I had this here, it didn't cancel that, but if there would have been, like I would have been building part of this roof still, the chances of it canceling out when I left this assembly table were very high. So that's kind of why I've been kind of splitting it up right now. Like I said, the game is still in a little bit of development. Okay, so now I need to get the stuff together for this. I had some of the sticks already. And then I got the metal sheet I grabbed in the very beginning. Okay, I thought I grabbed more than that. Then one of the metal sheets. There we go. So now I can make some ropes, which will allow me to make a pickaxe. and a stove. I need to build a stove as well. It depends to you. On this first island, there is 4 barrels and 5 tires. If you use one of the barrels to make your stove, then you can only use 1 barrel into your raft when you go to leave. Now, if you just make a normal campfire, you will not need to use the barrel, and you can have a 2-barrel raft, and 2 pieces of your raft will be out of barrels, and 2 pieces of your raft will be out of tires. I think I am going to use the metal barrel and make a cooking spot for it right here. Place I can stay warm with as well. And then I want to make myself a bed. I'm going to do the elevated bed, which I'm just going to put right here next to that. Actually, we'll design it up a little bit here. We'll put it right by where the window's at. I kind of want to go this way with it because I am limited on space where I'm going to be able to do stuff. But this also will give me a little spot I can store stuff right here next to the stove. Okay, so we've got that set up. I do have, obviously, now a place to get away from any danger. Okay, see, as I was saying before, this is in development. I just got stuck. So give me 1 second to get unstuck. There we go. All right. Okay, so I need 4 ropes. Small sticks, 5. Yeah, everything comes to a grave importance in this game, so it's like just collecting everything. In the beginning, you know, you can't really go too wrong. You're going to need it for something or another. I haven't even really got into, like, cutting into the banana trees or that other tree. Even the manure, it has a use later on. It'll be a long time before I'd ever be able to use it. But like I said, I'm just showing about an hour and a half here of just the basics, getting yourself set up for the game. And if I get myself a fully assembled, probably shooting for a little 3x3. But I'm just kind of adding to it as I go. I think I lost one. Coconut went somewhere. Just put that in from the backside there. And I think I'm going to have to get into breaking up some of these logs for the sticks, which is fine. I mean, I'm not building a massive home. If you were building a massive home, it would probably not be in your best interest to really start breaking up your logs. You do have a defined amount of logs in the world. Once they're gone, they're gone. There's no way to farm logs, but you can farm, like I said, large sticks, and you can farm your bananas and your banana leaves. So you can use your banana leaves, you can use your bird beaks for your compost pile for your farm. So there is a lot of ways to work around several issues that you could have, you know, while you're playing. Try to conserve your resources and use stuff that is renewable, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so I need 2 more palm fronds. There they are. Uh-oh, found something. Probably a spider. go somewhere else. Now that I wasted all my stamina on it. As you can see, my guy is getting pretty thirsty. One of them coconuts is going to be coming in hand real soon here. And basically, I'm just gathering materials here to do the, I guess, the next section of my home. Go ahead and take care of 2 of these coconuts right now. Bring up my water and my food, so I am back up to what, 3/4 of liquids and almost full health there. My energy is about half, and my sanity is about half, and my stamina regeneration is orange. So I still have some. It ain't gonna be much for long, but I still have some for right at the moment. I'm trying to keep an eye on that Komodo dragon too in the background there. So he's the only one on the island outside of like some hornets and spiders, which they're not going to hurt you really bad. Now that Komodo, he can get a hold of you and he can poison you. I mean, you can counter the effects of it. My main goal here is I'm just stockpiling resources, so when I start to rebuild here, I have everything I need. Or at least a lot of it. It'll make the build process a lot easier. And I'm just trying to take full advantage of my stamina regeneration while I have it. I think palm fronds is going to be the one thing that I'll probably need the most of. Large sticks. You usually start with, I think, like 6 or 7 hours in this, but I just threw a little more in there. It lasts for a while in the beginning because you don't really need it too much. You got your temperature up here. I recently just changed it over to Fahrenheit. I did have it on Celsius. I don't know what the actual numbers for the Fahrenheit are. When it's on Celsius, though, it's at 37, I think, 0.1 is your natural steady baseline temperature. And then for the low, it's like 95.7, I believe. And then it'll start to tell you that you're too cold. Okay, so let's... I got the wood for the floor. Get the last 3 parts of the floor in. Then let's see here. We'll get another little window on this side. Window out here. And we'll put a little window right there. Some more walls. Not building a back door or nothing, just it is what it is. I mean, I could build a side door, but I ain't worried about it. Only thing that's basically going to be in here is my bed, my furnace, my fire, and just a little bit of general storage. I mean, just some place I can put everything on the ground. I ain't got to worry about it washing away. Placing stuff can be a pain in the butt sometimes, as you see, but it will all go together. You just have to work it a little bit occasionally. Okay, so I also want to get my water collector started. Alright, so let's get some of this built. Alright, so now I need palm fronds, a whole bunch of palm fronds. Yeah, I don't have enough here. Like I'm going to be cutting up a lot of this wood because I have not started a large stick farm, and see the chopping's helping my my melee went up. So all doing all this isn't for nothing, I guess. It's still helping with other things because I am going to have to battle here very soon that Komodo dragon. Hey everybody, if you're still watching, you like what you're seeing, you're learning something, I'm helping you out, helping you have a little bit of advantage at the beginning of this game. Feel free to like and subscribe. My channel's fairly new. I've been working with technical issues and trying to get everything working right. I think I've got everything mostly going right. Oh, there's the first rain, dang it. Missed that one. I mean, it'd be close. I might be able to catch it, but I still gotta do a couple more things. Gotta cut down 2 banana trees, get a couple more large sticks here, and go kill a turtle. The banana tree is not a problem. The Komodo dragon, he's up there on, or no, that may be a turtle. One of the two, they're up there stalking around. Be nice with the turtle because I could use him right now. Speaking of, hopefully I can get him here before my axe breaks. Or he leads me into the Komodo. I can see that happen. Because I don't know where the Komodo dragon is at. Alright, so now I'm going to try to make my way back through here. And like I said, I'm mainly trying to avoid this Komodo because he can poison you. It's not a guarantee, but he can. Right there. Catching some of that water is big. Now I need to get back to basic construction here. I'm going to try to rebuild my weapon without it destroying the whole place. We'll see how this goes. Okay, good. It didn't do it. I guess it just happens when it's right in this immediate area if you're building anything, because that time it did not do it. But I also did get stuck again. Wow. Okay. So back from being stuck again. Usually I haven't had it happen that often. You can play for hours and it might happen once, and then within an hour now it's happened twice. So I got company. Not happy with me. At least I seen him before he seen me. But he can't do too much to me if I'm in here, so I guess I am going to sit for a minute, pass a little bit of time. I got this one piece of meat. I might as well cook that up. I mean, unless he wants to come wander over by my steps, then I can hit him and he can't get to me. Which the fire here will also warm you back up, so my character was getting pretty cold there from being out in the rain and just since I've been here. So you got to constantly kind of warm your character up. You got to kind of watch that temperature. If you go to sleep and your temperature's low, you know, you will die from it. Let's see, I'm at 98.8, so I am back to regular temp. I am no longer cold. And I don't know where this Komodo dragon's at. Grab a quick drink here. While it's still raining, let that fill back up. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go out here and see where he's at. I'm not seeing him, so I guess he bugged off. Which I am A-okay with. Alright, so some of the next things I want to get started. Since I've almost got the house done, I need to start working on this as well. My farming plots. And I'm just going to lay some banana ones right here. I mean, it's really nice if you get these set up before the rain stops so that they get watered the first time and then you immediately got them growing. But if you do, like I said, 4 banana plots, you'll have enough bananas for every single day. You'll be able to harvest one between the cycle of them regrowing, as long as you're able to water it. And if I'm lucky here, I can maybe get one of them going before it stops raining, maybe 2. Sometimes the rains will be really, really short in this. Sometimes the rain can be really, really long. And I got way more bananas on me than my character could eat anyway, so. And the way you plant it, just grab your banana, drop it in there, bam. It's ready to go. It'll be done in, what, 96 hours? So as you see, I've already got a pretty good start going here. I've got some farms started. Not a lot, but I got some started. I got most of a home constructed. Just trying to work with the things that are presented to me here, one at a time. You can also grow this plant right here to my right, this tree. That can be grown in a tree planter as well. You cannot grow coconut trees, unfortunately. Otherwise, they can provide you with an infinite source of logs. So, like I said, I wanted to get as many of them going as I could. Uh-oh. I could eat him if I really wanted to, but I'm not really that interested in it. Okay, so as you can see, being out in the rain, my temperature has already started to come down. I'm basically just after more large sticks again. I don't want to deal with the Komodo and travel to the other side of the island to try to find them. Like I said, I'm just steadily working away here as fast as I can, just grinding it out. And I'm also collecting coconuts for later. Do I have an exact moment that I know later I'm going to need them? No, but a lot of times I end up just having them as a backup for a source of food or water. You can split them in half and use them to water your garden to collect rain right now, like it's doing. To do that, you just get your coconut, toss it down. And there you go. You can see it's already starting to fill up with water. Which you can then take these and use them like so, and then when you need to plant, you just plant and then you take it, you drop it on the circle and it would water it. I was trying to see if you should be able to drink out of it. You might have to pick it up and then drink out of it out of your inventory. And then another thing you want to immediately get started is your bird snare traps. These will be fairly important to you. Even if you just have like about 2 or 3 of them, usually like 2 or 3 will be more than enough to play the whole game. Whenever time I go to a new island, I usually set up a whole series of basically what you got here, but I'll do like a cheap version of it. I'll do like basically just it turns up being an outpost more than anything. Alright, so those are mostly ready. Alright, get them on the timer going. And I've almost got enough stuff there to have my home complete. Alright, so even with the rain and everything, I did pretty good. Got one of my water collectors done. I got 2 farms started, so I at least have 2 banana plants going. And I also got 3 bird traps set up, and they're on the timer for them. So, not too bad, not too bad. I need a couple more palm fronds, and I can have the rest of my roof finished. That is the last thing I am waiting on, I believe, so I got to cut down some more trees. And then I have a pretty decent roof as well. And then the next thing I want to do is get a pickaxe. That is on the to-do list. And I don't think I have enough stuff to build it. I think I will be short something. Because I want to get a pickaxe so I can go get some granite and get a better axe and start upgrading my weapons as I go. Stone pickaxe. I need a shard and a rope, so... Alright. And so I need to go out and get some more of the yucca plant, along with some palm fronds. The butterfly scared me. Yeah, I don't think I have any more palm fronds floating around. Alright. I think I got it this time. And it went flying. Yeah, it'd be really nice if I can get that finished before I have to rest. Pick them all up. Like I said, I'm really just kind of scouting around looking for anything I might have missed. One more. And this is what happens when you get super tired. And my character's also cold. And it might just be me, but sometimes that time runs really, really fast, and then other times it'll run really, really slow. I could have swore just a moment ago it was moving. And now it's almost come to it's at a crawl now. course, I'm going to have to go cut down another tree just for one. Unless it fell up here. Well, the coconut did. The rest of it didn't. Alright, so that should be enough to finish my roof. Awesome. Then I want to get a small piece of it. And then I still need to make a door, but as of right now, I don't think anything can climb the steps. So I don't need to worry about shutting myself off completely. Being up on top of this platform is pretty good. Okay, so the last few things I need to do before I take a nap here. I want to eat a banana. Grab a drink of water. And warm up real quick. Which that won't take long at all. But get my character nice and warm. Like I said, I am indoors now, so. And then it is about 7, so give me about, I'm going to take the whole 12 hours. So I want to get back as much of my stamina regeneration and energy as I possibly can here. I'm not worried about the water and food. I have that taken care of. Of course, as always, you want to save your progress regularly. So save 2 is my save on this one, and I'm going to get up, and I should be ready to go for another day. As you see, my temperature and stuff's still up because I have a shelter and stuff over my head that will help maintain your temperature up. So you won't need to sleep with your fire burning and waste your sticks. So to get my day started, I'm obviously just going to eat another one of these bananas. And I want to drop off some stuff here because my inventory is getting kind of on the fuller side. So I'm just going to start making stacks of stuff in places. Cloth is usually a big stack. Now if I really wanted to, I could have made an upstairs to this place. It would not have been hard to just add a set of stairways instead of one of the walls and just use the corner for a double stairway up. But like I said, I'm not too worried about it. I can store stuff outside just as easy, and it's not gonna hurt nothing if it's stored outside. Yeah, I had a lot of coconuts on me. And then I have, let's see here, it's that. I have this orange juice on me. Imagine if I really get thirsty again and I don't have water, I could drink that. I got this manure on me too. That can go outside. Like I said, that's one of them items that you won't use until way later in the game. I mean, you can use it as compost, but I don't really know how much of it regenerates and stuff. So as far as I would be concerned, I would be thinking it's more of a late game item when you can actually start making like the mulch bags and stuff, because I believe it is called for in those recipes then. That's right, I needed to get one piece of rope at least. I might as well spin it all because it's not used for anything other than to make rope. Which then I'm going to take all that rope except for one piece of it and put it down here. So, because that is one of the next things on my list, is starting to upgrade weapons. Once I upgrade my weapons, I want to keep upgrading them. You can get up to, you get the gold ones, at least on this island. Oh wow, I got stuck again. Wow, it's not happy today. Alright, so we're unstuck again now. Okay, as you can already see, I got 2 of these banana trees going, so that is a good start. And usually all they need is watered once. The farming system is not really complicated in this. And plus that will help start getting my farming skill up, which will be important as you get into other crops and stuff, and especially if you don't want them to fail on you. And having compost, you definitely want to have your farming skill up and start using compost as fast as possible when you use when you start using it on small farms. Because the faster you can grow some of this stuff, the less chances you have for pests to get into it or for it to die. So growing it as fast as possible and using compost is the best way to go about that. Again, I'm just pulling out any resources that I come across in the woods here. And my little patch of jungle forest that I've been deforesting. Like the coral berries I just passed there, that is a small planter thing, and all they do is give you more berries. So if you needed more food, it's just basically more food generation. Now, like the coffee berries and stuff, you can actually make coffee with them, and that will help on your energy. Like when I woke up, my energy wasn't full. If I would have made a cup of coffee and drank it, then my energy would have tapped out. So like if you run your guy really tired, you can use that cup of coffee and have your sanity maxed out and your energy maxed out to start the day, instead of starting at 3/4 because you were so tired when you went to bed. Alright, so now I can get these banana trees started. Okay, well this one anyway. This one's rotted, it won't take it. So, alright, so at least got 3 of them started. That is for the compost, which I'm thinking I'm going to put right in this area here. I need to find where that tree was for the large sticks. I would like to get some of them started. I should have cut it down when I seen it. Because I don't think I did. And it's probably right in front of me and I'm just missing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. I wasn't this deep in either. Oh, there it is. It was not spawning in. That's why I couldn't see it. But now I have it, though. As you notice, this was the only one in this whole patch over here, so it is kind of an important tree. So immediately what I want to do is I could start planting some on the other side, but I'm just going to set up some planters on the other side of the house here now, so that I'll be able to farm those. Because I am not building my house out any farther. It'll be more than sufficient for the things that I need to have inside while it's raining. So that's 2, 4, 6. basically I'm just looking at every time I harvest, this is how many I'm going to get out of it. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then I'll put 2 this way. And then that'll make more than enough of the than for what I need for producing large sticks later on. But for the most part, you're pretty much set up at this point. Everything is, pretty much downhill from here. You just got to expand a little bit. Basically, continuously keep expanding, really. I will expand indefinitely. I said I do little outposts on each island, which consist of just a large shelter and a water collector for emergencies. And then I even keep a water collector as well on my boat. Because it never hurts to carry water with you. In this game, you can do that. So for these now, to get your large sticks going, you just plant the bark. And I've reached farming level 2, so that's excellent too. It helps out with everything down the line the sooner you get your farming level up. Now when you plant your trees, you ain't got to worry about pests and stuff. So that's why I am started off with getting my trees planted. I haven't worried about any small planters or anything like that yet. It's mainly just getting my trees going and getting my level up through getting these trees going. By the time you get yourself a handful of banana trees going, like I do on the other side, and if you are lucky enough for that tree to spawn on this side, like I was, and you're able to get some of those large stick ones going, all that stuff is really handy. I do have a Discord channel going for this game, so if you want to talk about the game or whatever, or just maybe having some issues with something, and you might want to just get someone else's perspective, there's a handful of people on that channel specifically for this game. I will do my best to try to remember to leave the link for that channel in the description. And like I said, I started the channel. I just pop in there. I like to hear what other people think about the game. I'm a big Stranded Deep fan. I have that on my channel as well. And then as far as this game goes, I've been a pretty big fan of it too. I can't say that I've played much of Green Hell. But I have played the other one that is very similar to that, Forest. Not Sons of the Forest, but the Forest. I have played the Forest. Not quite as good in that game as some others that I have played, but I have played it. On console anyway, I played it on console. I am starting to work up a bit of a thirst. And then I don't think I had any more. No, I did not. But I am going to kick back one of these coconuts because I can use the food and the water from it. And then I'm going to, now that my water stopped going up, come back and top off my water so my food and water is all the way back up again. That is why it is important to get one of them water collectors going before that first rain ends. Like I said, especially since you don't know how much of it there's going to be, I was fortunate to be able to get to it right away. Knew exactly what I needed and get it built. So I didn't honestly think at first I was going to get it in. That is the last tree that this is cutting down. Alright, so my axe is ruined again. And I don't think I ever built the pickaxe, did I? No, I did not. I did not have the rock shard, that is right. So I need to grab one of these, smash it, and then I can show you just the beginning progression to getting your weapons upgraded. And now these seagull beaks, you can use these seagull beaks to put in your compost. I think you need one in the game, so don't be afraid to throw them in the compost. They work great. As of right now, I'm just leaving them on the ground. And I will actually get my compost thing here built. Where is it at? It should be in the farming. Compost heap. Spin that bad dog around. So, okay, so I got the compost heap. Now I just need logs for that. And there's some right here. And I think I'm going to... I'm going to put them here. I could have finished off that planter, but I'm going to put them there. I don't have nothing to plant in that other planter on the far end right this very moment anyway. I only had so much of that bark. And I just messed up. Whoops. That was what you didn't want to do. I forgot to rebuild my weapon. Because see, now I lost the stick and the rock. And not that it was that important of stuff, but that was exactly why. I should have used the disassembly table. It slipped my mind. So I need the pickaxe. And then I better build an axe again. I can always, like I said, disassemble it and get the stuff out of it. As long as I don't ruin it like I just did. My hammer's still got some life to it. Okay, so I am back to needing more logs as usual. This feels like all I do in this game is cut down logs. I want to get the compost heap started. Again, I'm not really... I don't have any small planters yet, but they could potentially not be far away. Because you can harvest, or you can farm small sticks by growing the Hawaiian berry fruits. And your coffee plants will also give you one, but the Hawaiian berry fruit, I think, gives you 3. So you can have them growing and have a steady supply of sticks coming from having a handful of those going, and the fruit. So literally it's a stick and fruit, and you can pretty much do really well as far as having, you know, extra small sticks and food at you all the time. And the fruit doesn't go bad, so you can hang on to that. If it does go bad, it hasn't in the time lengths of when I've been playing. And I've spent enough time bouncing around on every single island. Even debated trying to build a land bridge from one island to the next. And even started to do it. I'm still questioning if I can do it. I didn't go all the way. But I think it's going to take every single log of this island in order to build a land bridge from this island to the next. And then I don't even know if you'll be able to make it to the next island using those trees off of that island. It's a series of mass clear cutting is what you're going to have to do in order to never build a raft. So, like I said, I don't know if it'll work. Alright, so now the compost is built. I'm going to grab this beak. Thought maybe building it on this incline would have helped a little bit, but I think it's kind of fighting me. Alright, there we go. Got the other beak. So I want to start getting some of this stuff in here. That in there, and that in there. And these rock shards can go here. I'm going to put the feathers right next to it because that'll be handy for when I need to make arrows. So keeping them together is ideal for me. And then I think I have some coconuts on me too. Drop them off. And I got some bird meat on me. And since it's daytime as well, you can see my temperature really hasn't gone down in the course of everything that's been going on. I think I'm going to cook this meat up here really quick on here and get that last little bit of temp. And then I'm going to run over and grab some granite. Grab some granite, and I need to build a furnace. And now when you do build the furnace, every time you go to make a metal, you need to have one tin and then the metal you're making. So if you want to make bronze, you need to have a copper, and you need to have a tin in each one of the molds in order to make bronze. To make silver, a silver and a tin. And to make gold, you need a gold and a tin. So yeah, those are definitely, that's the way you make it. Otherwise, it'll tell you it's an impure bar and it'll be worthless, and you will have lost the what you used to make it. And I keep forgetting. It's probably right in front of me. I've probably even gone past it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so here's the furnace. That is the front. I'm going to try to put it all the way in the corner here the best I can. Alright, so a metal sheet and stones. So I still got a metal sheet out here. See, there was a method to my madness at the beginning, grabbing all of the metal right out the gate there and bringing it with me, because I knew I was going to need it in the course of getting this stuff done. Alright, now I need to find a couple more rocks. Like I said, a lot of that stuff, I just like to throw it out there on the beach so I can see it better. Okay, there's the Komodo dragon. And I just need one more rock. There it is. As you can see, just having the 3 bird traps, it's extremely effective. You really don't need to have more than that, unless you're really trying to acquire a bunch of feathers really fast. But over time, if you just have 3 of them, you will acquire feathers at a pretty good rate, which will allow you to build arrows. Beak there. And let's see here. Grab. Wanted to get away in case the Komodo dragon tried to do a little sneak attack on me. Okay, I need to get some small sticks. So I can start crafting up some of my arrows. Need one more here. And then I still obviously need to craft a bow and all that too. I'm just trying to have more space, stuff I'm going to use anyway. And now I got some arrows, but I don't have the bow yet. But that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I will have it very soon. I can make it literally at any time I wanted. I'm just limited on how much I can carry in my tool belt. So just having the axe, the pickaxe, and the hammer on me right now is all the slots that I have. Granted, I can make it and set it to the side, which I will end up doing. It's just as of right this very moment, that's not the case. And it looks like I found a bottle as well over here. Found something. Bottle. And this is also that blueberry tree I was talking about right here that will give you sticks so that when you start growing them. Am I going to focus on growing it right this second right away right now? No, I'm actually going to wait a little bit. I want to get my farming skill up a little bit more before I really start focusing on growing it, because I don't want to take the chance on risking losing all of them and then wait until I have to get to another island to find it again. I'd rather be successful, because I think I will get 3 or 4 berries out of it. So in order to be successful, I just want to make sure that my skill is up just a little bit more before I worry about planting anything like that. That is very limited. If I had even coffee plant, I would love to get coffee started right away and some brewing cups and stuff, because I just got to run inside the enclosure in a cave, and there's a bunch of coffee, and there's not coffee but clay in there that I can build brewing pots with for said coffee. Alright, so I think I have enough granite. Then here's some national flags under the steps. Like I said, I'm mainly just running around collecting resources. I don't think I need any metal back there. Okay, my sticks are full. I am bringing the tire back. Obviously, I am going to want to start working on building a raft soon. I've met most of my beginning objectives here to be ready to go. So a raft is coming up very soon on the to-do list. Which will lead to obviously taking a little bit of time to put together a decent sized raft. One that I will find, that I find will be pretty suitable for everything I'm going to need it to do. The only mushrooms that you can eat over there are the big white ones. Everything else is poisonous. So if you go to eat the mushrooms, I can let you know that right now. The big white ones are the only ones that are edible. The rest are poisonous. The blue ones, the brown ones, the small white ones. Oh, my inventory's full. No wonder. I was about to say, why ain't that picking that up? That would explain. I forgot I picked up all this granite. So I have all that in my pockets. Okay, so first things first. I know for a fact that I can build I'm just going to disassemble everything and then just reassemble the better parts, the better components, everything that I can as I'm going through here. So I think I know I can do a granite axe right there. And then there's my hammer back. And then let's see here. Okay, see, I can't do the granite pickaxe yet, so I need to go mine a couple more things with the pickaxe that I have. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my hammer, grab some rope, and I want to make a bow. And in order to level up your bow really quick, you can just keep shooting your arrows into the ground and collect them and shoot them, keep shooting them, and then watch your durability on your bow. And then once you get all of your after you do it for a little while, about 15 minutes or so, your archery level will go up while you're doing it. And then once you get to a level 4 in archery, you will be able to build the crossbow, which will shoot the arrows a lot farther, and I think it has more of a punch. Or you can just naturally do it as you go. Either way, it's up to you. Okay, so the feather that I thought that I grabbed that I didn't grab. Alright. Drop that metal right there. And I thought I had another one. I'll find it in a minute. As this gets emptier. Okay, so the granite I can put right here. I don't have any holders yet for it, so it's just kind of going on the ground. And try to keep it in its own little separate area. Keep everything divided. So I can kind of keep some sort of inventory. The bottle. I set the bottle right here. The meat can go on the grill, so it's out of my way. Alright. I'm going to eat a piece of this bird and for some reason I can't grab that feather still. I think I got it now. Alright, so we'll see real quick. Yeah. I don't think I have another. No. I need more feathers. But that's alright. I have a start and I have the bow. I think I need another arrow or two before I try to take on the Komodo, unless I just battle him, you know, forthright with my axe. Which I believe you can. All you got to do is just kind of run backwards while he's coming at you, and you can just take shots at him. Or you can trick him into getting close to a structure that you can stand on, and you can take shots at him from on top of the structure. Such as if he runs at you, or he ran at me and I climbed up on those rocks right there, I would be fine, and I could kneel down and take swings at him off the rock. I think one of the next things I want to go take care of is going and getting some clay. I am a big fan of the brewing cups. I like to use them to catch extra water, use in my farm. Even though you can take one coconut and water your whole farm with just one coconut, I do believe that's something that will be patched out in the near future. But as of right now, you can take the one coconut and go through and do your whole farm with just one coconut. This one here, I believe, will give you sticks as well, and berries. It works the same. I personally like to do the Hawaiian one more, but that's just me. Okay, so my mining level just went up, so I should be able to build the granite pickaxe. So basically, I'm just wasting this packet. Well, I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to use it all up, all the durability. Mining as much as I can here, because it takes up my mining skill the more I use it. Just like when I was cutting all the trees and everything, my melee attack was going up. Just with all the running around, my stamina's going up. So it's just a matter of upping your skills and just, you know, forcing everything to level up through the course of using it. And I already know what I'm doing with all of this clay. I'll take as much of it as I can get. And so now that my axe is done, okay, so with this clay, I'm going to make a bunch of these brewing cups. I use them for watering my garden and stuff, or I can use them to make coffee with later, or I can make a lemon drink with it with lemongrass. Lemongrass is a great one to start your farm with, since it is very plentiful. One little patch of it goes pretty long way. I don't think Did I happen to have one left over? Nope. Okay. So now I need to head back. And if for some chance the Komodo dragon does get a hold of you, but you escape and you're poisoned, you can make a spade and dig up this ginger right here, and that will counteract the poison from the Komodo dragon. So a lot of your stuff is, you know, is basically just medicines and stuff that you can make grow and help your character with as you go. Awesome, it's raining again. I am going to take full advantage of this rain. So basically when I get to these cups, I just put one on each planter. Say I like to use these versus using the coconuts. It's been the way I've always done it, is just made the clay cups. Because in the course of making the clay cups, your crafting skill and stuff goes up. So for me, I've always just made the clay cups. Because I don't think clay is really used for anything else in the game that I know of. I gotta close that in order to move right. It's not a big fan of moving when you have your backpack up. I wish it was though, because I tend to like to want to scroll around and move with it while it's up. Okay, so I am out of feathers again. Nothing new. And then I also want to drop these out here so they start to fill up. And I'm going to keep my clay out here as well, because I am not going to build a holder for it, or I don't plan to right this moment anyway. Later down the line maybe, but as of right this moment, it is not on my priorities list. Alright, so okay, so for weapons, I have a granite axe and I have the bow. So a granite pickaxe and a granite spade. Are the things that I want to build. There is the granite pickaxe. And then I want to build a granite spade. And I thought I grabbed two pieces, maybe not, or maybe the other one used to. That's probably what happened. Okay, so I got the granite spade. Alright, so when I do get into farming, I am better prepared to have that now for when I do the compost here. And like I said, I've already got 6 of 10 in it, so I've already started it. It doesn't take long to compost. One compost bin is all you need to really, you can do your whole area. The only time you'd ever need more than one is just out of convenience of walking. But you can compost, you can run it out and then fill it back up. By the time you fill it back up, you can already use a third of it. And by the time you spread it, it's going to keep supplying you with more as you go. And then you'll have your banana leaves from your banana tree farm. You can use those. Each leaf will be 3 toward it. You can use those toward refilling your compost. So I guess we're going to see how good of an aim I am today. And that's how you can easily take them out. So that is the only threat on this island is now stopped. So I should, only thing that is really can hurt me now on the island would be, um, oops. The only thing that can hurt me on the island would be like the hornets and the spiders, stuff like that. And I think there's maybe only one hornet left that was on the other side. Because I killed the one that was over here. That was a spider. I don't know. I've been working on them. They don't respawn, so... And then, like I said before, just throwing these beaks in there. And I could put the manure in there if I really wanted to, but I'm not. I don't need to, by no means. I want to save it for later on. I have still not yet figured out the mechanics in the end part of farming with using the manure or using the palm fronds. I haven't been able to successfully pull it off. But again, I haven't put a lot of time into it. I just kind of looked at it. I've seen the blueprints for the recipes, and I've never taken the time to sit down and try to put them together and use them and make them after I've gotten the blueprints. I think in one of my other saves I have everything. I just have not sat down and done it yet. And then you can just, if you just didn't hear it, I had another trap go off in the background. I just caught another bird. Yep. But see, all my clay cups, they've all got water in them. So anytime I plant something new, I immediately have water right there. If it's not raining when I plant it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a couple more minutes here, and then I am going to call it the end of this episode. Basically, it was a matter of just getting started and showing you the getting the basics and what you're going to need to survive, and just kind of explaining the dynamics of the things that you need to have to get yourself to where you need to be. It's not really too crazy complicated, but like I said, that shelter is a big one. If anything, I'm just going to work on potentially setting up my future farm plots here. Now that I have everything else that I need to go, I can work on getting some of these going. And I will have a large number of these before it's over. Every time I ever play, I like to have everything growing, and then basically as I grow it, it just I keep I keep like one of everything. Once it's grown, it can't be infected, it can't die, it can't get disease. So once you grow it to its full maturity, it can't be destroyed once it's grown. So it's kind of a way you can store whatever you grow, and it'll still be good for indefinitely as long as it's still sitting in the farm plot and it's grown. It won't like come to disease or pest once it has matured, I guess is the proper word I'm looking for. Then I don't have nothing to really plant right now. I guess I could go get some potatoes or some lemongrass. Lemongrass is a really good one to start. Like I said, even if you lose it, there's a ton of it on the island. So it's not a crazy loss like, oh, I was limited on that. Like if you lost all those coral berries, say you tried to grow 4 coral berries and you lost them all, you would not be able to probably get your hands on it again until you went to another island. And then you found it through the foliage and whatnot in another island, come across it. I know they're out there. I've seen them all over the islands. It's pretty standard to see about one of each kind of plant or whatever on each island. I have seen some islands without stuff like without certain items, they just won't exist. Like I've seen items with no clay on them, and if there is, I've just missed it. But I've looked all over because I was like, man, there should be some clay around here, and no, there's not. But see now this lemongrass, you can pick a bunch of it, and it grows in a pretty good stack every time it grows. So I don't know how many's in each one. I think like 6 or so, but you can get the experience from just growing one. Because each time I'm clicking it here, it's another chance I get to grow it, and it will up my farming. And you can also boil this and drink it as a lemon drink, I believe. There you see, I just got a whole bunch of it just out of that one little spot. So that's what, 3, 6, 9. There's 10. There's 10 in one. So, you know, one little group of it goes a good way. Continue to make arrows too. And here is that one of the special items that I was talking about earlier. The shield. There's a refrigerator on the back side, and sometimes there is a car back there. They both need to be broken down. I'm going to hurry up and run this relic back. And these are the big white mushrooms you can eat. All the rest are bad. I mean, they're used in recipes and stuff for other stuff. But as far as your character consuming them, I do believe they will hurt you. They will poison you. Alright, so I'm going to come back over here, and for my first little stuff I'm going to plant some of this lemongrass, so I really don't have to worry about it too much if I don't want to. And just to show you the coconut trick real quick, you can use it there, and you can pull over here and use it, and it's still good, you can still drink it. So that's what I was talking about earlier when I said it will be likely edited out. When I'm growing stuff, I usually like to keep it right here next to it. In case it does die, then I have reloads right there, and then I can also keep inventory. So I'll have a series of planters. Whoops. Okay. I'll have a series of a handful of planters. So I'll probably do 4 here, and then I'll do 4 on the back side, and then I'll leave a walkway kind of like this, and then I'll do another 8, and then I'll do another 8, so that I can get to them. And then, but yeah, that's kind of how I set it up. These banana trees, they'll be done in another day. So like I said, you can see I've already kind of made myself sustainable. This lemongrass, I'll only end up keeping one of them. But as of for right now, I'm just growing multiples just for the prime sake of getting up my farming, and I have the plots ready. So to run compost, you're just going to come to your box. You're going to get a scoop. You can see it in the scoop. And then half of the green leaf showed up. And then when you grab another one, you can see the time is 22 hours and 53 minutes. Now it's 10 hours and 51, so it speeds up how fast it grows greatly. Which you can use this on the trees if you really, really want to get the trees done quick. I could potentially even put it on one of these trees right now, and the tree will just automatically be done. And so there, now they're both sped up to grow as fast as possible. So it basically really, really, really reduces the amount of time that it has in order to get disease or pest or anything on it. So I am a big fan of using the compost just to avoid having fewer disease crops. You'll have one every now and again, and if you don't have the blueprints, you know, you're just going to have to deal with it. It won't put out as much if it lives, but if it does put out something, usually it'll put out like 2, so you can have one to replant and then have one to consume, or even if it just puts out one, you can replant the one. So, but yeah, that's pretty much where it's at right now. I'm going to pretty much leave it right here. I will start a second episode in the near future, and I think I'm just going to pick up from where I left off and just continue to build. So if anybody is still with me, I greatly appreciate you hanging in through the video, watching me play some Project Castaway here. Like I said, this is version 1.49. But yeah, that is what is going on right now. So as you can see, I've already got me a nice little homestead set up. Everything's looking great. And that is, yeah, that's getting started for me. I am a little bit messy, but like I said, that's getting started. So thank you again. Hope to see you on the next one. And happy gaming, and see you then.